Dominique, Nika, Nika, I will tell of Dominique, his goodness too.
What if I told you some of the most powerful voices of the 1960s were heard only once and then quietly erased by time? Not because they failed, not because they lacked talent, but because the music industry doesn't reward emotion. It rewards repetition. One song can make you immortal. One song can also trap you forever. So tonight, we're not just talking about hits. We're talking about people who touched history for a moment and then watched the world move on without them. Ask yourself something before we begin. If you poured your entire soul into one perfect song, would you be okay if that was all the world ever remembered you for? Let's start at number 10. 10, Little Eva, the Loco-Motion. This story doesn't begin in a recording studio. It begins in a living room. Little Eva wasn't chasing stardom. She was a babysitter for Carole King and Jerry Goffin. One night, they watched her dancing around the house. Carefree, natural, joyful, and they wrote a song just for her. Think about that. History didn't come from ambition. It came from spontaneity. The Loco-Motion went to number 1. America danced in kitchens, schools, sock hops, anywhere there was a radio. Eva became a star before she even understood what stardom meant. But here's the painful part. She wasn't protected. She wasn't guided. She wasn't paid fairly. The industry celebrated the song. Not the girl who carried it. So ask yourself, how many artists gave the world joy and received exhaustion in return? She went back to ordinary life. Raising children, working quietly, carrying a legacy she never fully owned. Is fame still success? If it leaves you behind? Number 9, Norman Greenbaum, Spirit in the Sky. This might be the strangest story on this list. A Jewish musician writing a gospel-style song about death, salvation, heaven, and he wasn't even religious. He wrote it in about 15 minutes. Let that sink in. 15 minutes created one of the most recognizable intros in music history. Fuzzy guitar, spiritual lyrics, unforgettable vibe. It hit number 1 around the world. But after that, nothing stuck. Instead of chasing fame, Norman walked away from it. He moved to Northern California, became a farmer, lived off royalties quietly. Here's the question. Is success about being remembered or about being at peace? What if walking away was the bravest thing he ever did? Number 8, Zager and Evans, In the Year 2525. In the year 2525. This song feels like a warning from the past. Artificial births, technology replacing emotion, humanity slowly fading, and it was written in 1969. How did two musicians predict so much fear, so accurately? The song went to number 1 in America and the UK. It felt prophetic, almost uncomfortable. But the public didn't want prophecy twice. They wanted comfort. Rick Evans vanished from public life. Denny Zager became a guitar craftsman, building instruments instead of chasing applause. So ask yourself, what happens when your message is stronger than your fame? And what if they were never meant to entertain, only to warn? Number 7, The Singing Nun, Dominique.
Dominique, Nika, Nika, I will tell of Dominique, his good.
This is where the story turns darker. Janine Deckers was a Belgian nun. She wrote songs as prayer, not performance. Dominique became a worldwide hit.
I will tell of Dominique as I sing this little song. And
suddenly, faith became celebrity, and celebrity changed everything. the church didn't approve.
Avec les pieds, c'est fou tout ce qu'on peut faire, de la danse du football.
The industry exploited her image. Money disappeared into institutions she couldn't control. She left the convent. She struggled. She felt abandoned by both religion and fame.
Dominique, Nika, Nika, I will follow Dominique, his bird.
And eventually, she disappeared from life itself. So here's the hard question. What happens when your innocence becomes entertainment? And how cruel is a world that celebrates purity, then punishes the person who carried it? Number 6, The Castaways. Liar, liar. They were teenagers, kids with guitars and attitude. Liar, liar was raw, rebellious, pure garage rock energy. It hit big. They played TV shows, they tasted fame. And then, adulthood arrived. Jobs, families, reality. One became a dentist, another worked in retail. They still played music, but history had moved on. So ask yourself, is success measured in records sold, or in memories kept alive? And how many great artists didn't disappear? They just chose stability over stardom. Number 5, Barry Maguire, Eve of Destruction. This wasn't a hit, it was a warning. The 1960s were burning with tension, civil rights, war, nuclear fear. Barry Maguire didn't sing to entertain, he sang to confront. Eve of Destruction scared people.
Don't you understand what I'm trying to say?
Radio stations hesitated to play it. Parents didn't know how to react, but young people felt understood. It hit number 1.
If the button is pushed, there's no running away.
And then, the world moved on. Because protest songs make people uncomfortable, and discomfort doesn't sell forever.
Take a look around you, boy. It's bound to scare you, boy, and you.
Barry eventually turned away from mainstream music and toward faith, gospel, quiet venues, smaller audiences. So ask yourself, what happens when your greatest success comes from telling the truth, and the world doesn't want to hear it twice? Was Barry a one-hit wonder, or was he simply too honest for repetition? Number 4, The Archies, Sugar, Sugar. Now let's flip everything. This wasn't a real band. No touring, no backstage drama, no egos, just a cartoon.
I just can't believe the loveliness of loving you.
And a perfect pop song. Sugar Sugar became the biggest hit of 1969, bigger than Elvis, bigger than the Beatles that year.
Ah, sugar, oh, honey, honey.
Think about that. The biggest song in America was sung by people who didn't exist. Ron Dante was the real voice, and instead of chasing fame, he became a producer, a creator behind the scenes.
I just can't believe the loveliness of loving you.
So here's the question. Is success about being seen, or about shaping what others see? And what does it say about us? That we fell in love with a voice before we ever saw a face? Number 3, Shocking Blue, Venus.
Well, I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, your desire.
This song had danger in it, mystery, desire. Mariska Veres didn't sing softly, she commanded.
Making every man mad, black out so dark, now she was.
Venus exploded internationally. America embraced it once, and only once. In Europe, the band mattered. In the US, the song mattered. That difference is everything.
She's got it, baby, she's got it.
So ask yourself, how much of success depends on geography, on culture, on timing? Mariska later faded from the spotlight and passed away quietly, but her voice still feels untouchable.
It got us on a mountain top, it's burning like a silver flame.
Isn't it strange how some artists disappear, but their sound never ages? For 2, Bobby Boris, Pickett, Monster Mash.
It is the Monster Mash from my laboratory in the castle east.
This was never supposed to be serious. It was humor, impressions. A joke turned into music. But jokes can become legends. Monster Mash hit number 1, and it never truly left.
The master bedroom where the vampires feast.
Every October, Bobby Pickett came back to life. On radios, at parties, in memories, he embraced it. And here's something beautiful about that. He didn't fight his legacy. He lived inside it.
It caught on in a flash.
So ask yourself, is it better to chase a new identity or to master the one that found you? Number 1, Percy Sledge, When a Man Loves a Woman. This isn't just a song. This is heartbreak recorded in real time. Percy had never written before, but when love left him, music came out. He didn't polish it, he didn't hide it, he lived it, and the world felt it. It became one of the most powerful soul songs ever recorded.
Turn his back on his best friend if he put her down.
But Percy gave away songwriting credit out of kindness. That decision cost him millions. Still, he kept singing. Small clubs, old theaters, festivals, not for fame, for feeling. So
If she plays him for a fool.
here's the final question. Is a legacy measured in money or in how deeply your voice touches strangers? Because Percy wasn't a one-hit wonder. He was a one-moment miracle.
Don't treat me bad, long on me.
So what did all of these stories teach us? That success isn't loud. It isn't permanent, and it isn't fair. Some artists burned out, some walked away, some were misunderstood, some were trapped by a single perfect song. But none of them failed. They captured something real, a moment, a memory, a piece of your life. And that is harder than having 10 hits. So now I ask you, which one of these songs still lives inside you? Which one reminds you of who you were, or who you loved, or what you dreamed? Because behind every one-hit wonder is a story that never truly ended. It just learned to live inside you.